Hey everyone, I'm Sinai Gez. With me, Sarah Zarat. Zaret.
Hi.
Hi Sarah, how are you?
I'm fine, how are you?
Great. And with us, Flora, also known as Liron Meshulam, or the other way around, right? Liron Meshulam, also
Yes,
known
Liron
as Flora.
Meshulam.
Yes, that's so. How
It's all
Liron?
good.
Hi Liron, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. How are you?
Great. So, you're an Israeli musician. As we can see in your background, you have a lot of music equipment there. Great. And first of all, let's start from like a very I would say deep questions. But what are your sources of inspiration? What makes you being inspired?
What makes me be inspired? That's a good question. I think, life. That's what everybody answers. I can always see like this
Mhm.
question, and but it's true, but maybe I can get more specific. I think emotions and exploring my emotions, and I like to go to my therapist and
Mhm.
and to understand why things are happening in my life, and to try to figure it out and try to learn from it and grow as a person. And I like to write songs about that as well, so I can always remember. And uh, and may, and sometimes it helps me also to understand, like if I have like this emotion and I'm not even sure why I have it, and I can like write music, and actually just like sometimes I can just like gibberish with like words, and or write like really fast, and don't really even understand what I mean. And then after that I'm finished, I'm like, okay, this is, I understand why I did this, and it helps me. And so I guess exploring emotions through life.
Is it necessary to be inspired in order to create music, or you just
Mm,
it's more like can be like mechanical sometimes? Mechanical
no, never
process.
mechanical, but I
No, I
think
mean you
inspiration.
just just jamming on the guitar or in the piano and just things came up from this.
No, music is magic.
Oh,
Like sometimes it's like
it's happening.
this, and sometimes it's just you play, and I'm boring myself right now, but I need to try. And like I really like this saying, this guy Benno Handler, we used
Hmm.
to work together. So I used to see him. He used to live near my house, and one time I saw him like late at night, and he was coming back from the studio, and I asked him, how was it? Was it any good? So, and he said, you know I go fishing. Sometimes there's fish, and sometimes they're not. So,
Oh,
but you need to go.
that's you
You need
need
to
to
go fishing.
try. Yeah, so
Yeah.
that's the okay.
And
Yeah, go ahead, Sarah.
that means you have a work routine, like working every
I
day,
wish.
or uh, you wish.
Yeah. My routine is keeps changing, because sometimes there's this project, and sometimes it's that project, and I don't know if I wish, actually. I like that I don't really have a routine, but yeah, it keeps changing all the time. So I can tell you my routine for this week, but next week is a different one.
Okay. So, what question you were not asked and you would like to be asked?
Oof, I don't know.
Do my
It's a hard.
job, basically.
This is
That's
a
I'm
it's a
asking
hard
you to do my
question.
job
Yeah.
for me. So no, but I mean, because in order to not be like boring or not to bore yourself, I guess that you get like the same question over and over again. So I
I
wonder
don't
if
get that many interviews. Let's.
oh, okay. So okay. So but still, I
It's
mean,
okay.
is there any like question that you think that like musician like you like yours haven't been asked, and you think that it's important to be asked?
Hmm. What I would like to ask musicians. Um. Maybe what is their political view? Like, what do they think about being a political artist, and if they're afraid of it, if they had like any stories about that, because people are really scared to say what they think. And
So tell us, what are your political views in that sense? I mean,
Interesting.
do you have? I mean, because you're not really a
I'm a
political, right? You're not really a
yeah, I'm
political
not a really
musician.
political. No, I'm
So
not. But I did wrote the one song that it's like it's not really political. It's just like and it's not released yet, by the way. But I let some of my friends hear it, and I felt like for people who are in the left wing, it wasn't like left wing enough, and people in the right wing, it was too left, and I was like, I don't know. I think I would like to hear more from others. For myself, I want to write it more, but it's a hard topic for sure.
mhm.
But I think it's important. I'm in the left wing, obviously, but it's not so simple, right left.
Why do you think
It's very.
it's important for musicians or for artists to show their or to to
I think we have a commitment as a musician to not to look on what the reality in our country. Like it's really, I can't stand it. The all the violence, and I can see what it's doing to our society, and I think that we're not talking about it and not singing about it, and it's easier for us because no one wants the war, or
okay.
how do you
But
say
still, you're not a really political musician, so that's like
no,
super.
I'm not a really political
So
person, but
that's interesting for you to raise this topic because I
yeah.
mean, is maybe your music or like the thing that you create, is there like a subtle like political agenda maybe beneath?
No, there's not. Most of my life I wrote about me and my feelings. That's what I said before, and like this, but I do want to write more about this, and not just the the politics with the Arabs, but also violence against women, and a lot of things that are bothering me in the society, and I
Now I'm
think I
curious
don't.
about the song. Now I'm curious about that song. What is it about? I mean, what's the title of it even?
I wrote it when I was in there was the war, just
Which
like
one?
the last one.
Okay, the last one. Okay, like
The last one, and it was my first war with my kid as a mother.
oh,
So and he really had a really hard time with the sirens, and so I just wrote this song. Like, I just want to raise my boy without sirens in the background, and I'm sure they feel the same on the other side. We all just want to survive. So this is like and also like the chorus is like about that if if I shed some tears for the other side, I'm not a traitor, because I feel a lot of the time. This is actually because of my partner. Like, when I talked to him, and like he said that I keep talking about the other side, and like, what about our side? Like, what, you don't care about the kid here, you just care. Like, no, I care about all of the kids. I don't want any of the kids to get hurt, and not anyone. And it was really, really hard time. We
yeah.
so much violence. So it was actually the first time I wrote a song about this situation, and then I think we need to do this more as musicians in Israel.
Wow, that was a very naive question that led to a very
Wow,
difficult topic
yeah.
for me. But yeah, I thought like, okay, but yeah,
Sorry.
go ahead. No, no. So Sarah, take the lead now. Yeah.
Wow, yeah, great approach. uh, don't know what to say now, but yeah, it's you mentioned before, it's very trivial compared to what you said before, but you mentioned before that you sometimes, if you want to express emotions, then you write a song just in gibberish. Is it like that all the time? Like the melody comes first and then the lyrics later, or does it depend? Or
Actually, it usually goes together.
Mhm.
Like, I have like one like sentence, and then I can write it not perfect, like maybe I'm gonna make it better, but the idea of the text will be there at the beginning. Sometimes it will be gibberish, but it's rarely that I do the gibberish. Maybe, but sometimes when I'm improvising on electronic set, then I do more gibberish. But for like writing a song on the piano or guitar, then usually it's like with this idea in my mind, like for text.
So you have like a basic words that there, like the beginning for like primal words there, or
Yeah.
okay. And I wonder about if you can, share with us about your creative process in that sense. How does it, how things happening there? You came to the studio, you have like not really routine, right? Like week, but how does it work? Like how the creative process working?
You mean when I'm writing? Because when I come to the studio, I do all sorts of things. Like sometimes I come to record or to produce, but for writing, I haven't written actually in 2 months, I think,
So
because
maybe
I
we
have
need
to.
another war. Maybe we need
I have
another
too much
war. Flora.
songs.
No, just kidding.
I need the time to produce the songs. If you have too many songs, it's just it just keeps.
So wait a second. So you just so you like have like a time in your calendar to write songs, or
No.
so how does
But
it work?
for now, this week I'm going to record a lot of songs.
New
It's hard
materials?
for me
You mean
to
new
write.
materials or things that you wrote in the
Yeah,
past?
things that I've written
Oh, you
in the
just produced
past,
them. Got it.
yeah, I have an English album and an Hebrew album and an instrumental album that I want to work on, and I have a lot of songs. So I think I need to like record some, and then I see what I have, and then if I need it, then I can I write more. Of course, I will write more songs, but I think it's like I said before. I can write a song in like 5 minutes. Also, I don't need like okay, like I'm gonna write a song. I don't have to do that. But
And it's like
I don't know.
the basic melody you have in these 5 minutes, or or even like the lyrics or everything in 5 minutes. You mean like you have like.
No, I think it's like maybe the chorus or
Got
this
it.
verse or I don't know, just like a beginning for it. But usually I will go with a song in my head for a while, and then it's like a puzzle, and then like a Sudoku, you know.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I switch this word, maybe this word, and then it goes like I start to write the song on like an instrument, the computer or the guitar or the piano, and then I like to also switch. Like I start the song on the piano, and then I switch for the guitar, and then I switch for the computer, and like to try a beat on it, and like to see what how maybe it will change the song and will make it more interesting.
And how do you decide which instrument to use, or how
in the final recording?
Yes, the final recording is like.
I don't know. I think I whatever sounds good and it works, then I will keep it. But I also like to try a lot of things. But I don't know. I don't have like this one method. Like I like to try new things also. Like a lot of the time, I will write a song while I'm exploring something, on the computer and finding like this new plugin or VST or
What is
buying a new
this?
synth which I really like
VST
to
is,
do.
is just to keep us in your world. What is VST, or?
It's like a synthesizer on the computer.
Got it. Okay. And you're basically like a one-woman show, right? In that sense, you create, you produce, you're recording everything.
Yeah, usually, but I like to also work with others. Okay.
Can you
If I
elaborate
have
about
to, I
this?
can do everything. What?
Can you tell us more about this? To being like one-woman show in that sense. How does it work? I mean.
I just I first write the song, obviously, and then I will try to record the demo, and then I will start to produce it. Usually, I get stuck somewhere, and then I will try and ask like some friends to hear it, or like to work with different producers, and like I do like to collaborate and to have more like ears. This year, I did like something completely alone from the beginning to the end, and it was really cool. But I don't know. I think it's the more ears you have, like then the music will sound better. So
But more ears, not like
playing.
Yeah.
Also playing, like the song I told you about. I sent it to a violin player that lives in I think he's living in Paris right now, and for a friend that plays guitar, and for another friend that plays, like I said, this song I'm going to send it all over, and they send me tracks, and it was really cool, and then I edit it, and I don't know. I think it's to be all the time by yourself in front of the computer and the instruments. It can be a bit exhausting. Like I need the company. I need like this. But I also like to do stuff by myself. To have like to when I need to reach this moment that I feel like, okay, there's magic here, and it works. Like the emotion that I had, it comes through. Through the playing, through the singing, and when I feel that, then I can send it over to other people. But I have to reach that point first.
And what kind of tracks do they send back? Because you mentioned they send you tracks, like tracks to
Yeah.
add, or like suggestions, or
Like they're playing violin, like 4 channels of violin, like really
wow.
interesting. Yeah, he's a brilliant player. And guitars, and I like to work with people that think outside of the box, so it will never be like this really obvious thing, obvious playing.
And how do you
I like that.
find those other like players or the other people who participate in your productions?
I don't know, life. I'm a
Life.
very
This is
friendly
like,
person.
Give us like Google it. Maybe you Google it. I don't know. Or
I don't know. Sometimes, to be honest, you just need to say what you need.
and then what? You
just need
just
to
ask
say
like
it out loud.
friends, or you just find them on
Okay,
Facebook?
I can give you an example. I used to live in Paris for 3 months, and I had a residency there in the Cité des Arts, which was really, really great. And I had a friend there, and I said, I did the last album, Makom, and
Which is place in Hebrew.
I'm missing, yeah, and I need a violin player, and I can't find one. And he was like, and he said, I know someone. And then like 2 days after, this amazing guy Dimitri is like in my my studio there, like standing with the suit with the
Wow.
and I came
Great.
to record, and he played. I just came. When he stopped playing, I just had to hug him. He was like the most amazing violin player I have ever seen in my life. So I just said it out loud, and these things happen to me a lot. Like when I say that I need something, I will say it, obviously not to one person, and obviously not to myself in the room. But if I say it to some people, then someone will say, you need that. Okay, I know this
Got
guy.
it.
I know that guy. And like sometimes there's a match, sometimes there's not a match, but you need to keep trying.
So like if I'm going like percentage-wise, how many songs do you create like totally by yourself, and how many like you create like with this like collective effort? I mean,
I think there's always more. It's almost never completely by myself. Never.
Got it.
Like I don't live in a void. My partner is a musician, so everything I have to have his okay on everything, because I really like his taste and I really trust him. So he has like a lot of say in my music, and I don't know. Like I can like go out. The last single I released, I think I did like 90% of the work, like in 2 days. Like it was like wow, something like it happened, and then I was stuck on the last. Like I felt like it's good, but it's not. And then I called a friend, which Tom Dorom, which is Tom Ormoni, actually. She changed her name, and she came and we worked on it together, and she helped me finish it. I really need like people to help me finish things. Like I'm going to meet Roi Avital on a song this week. Also on this, like I give him the most of the material, and then he helps me like to close it.
yeah. Got it. Okay, that's super interesting. Yeah.
How does this one woman show concept work on stage? I mean, I can imagine how it works recording, that you record it one after another. But if you're on stage, do you use a audio file, or are you there even as a video, maybe like
Yeah,
more times? Or
that's a good idea, actually.
Yes, it is
I
actually.
might use it. Um, it keeps changing. I'm not good in sticking with something one thing at a time. Sometimes I can do like really solo, and then I do it with the computer and keyboards and either electric guitar or classic guitar. Now I started playing with a really great musician called Nomke. You should know her. She's really, really good. She has her own songs, and she's playing
A lot
guitar
of
with
leads
me.
here. You give us a lot of leads here. It's great. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Great.
know a lot of great musicians.
Great.
Um, so then I just did like a video live, and I had to do it by myself. So I called a friend, and she just do like some vocals with me. I don't know. It's changing. You know, it's I had a band with like drums and bass. A great drummer and bass player, and we played together for a while. We might play again someday together. I really like everything. That's like one of my problems, I think,
cool.
and not problems and benefits, I guess.
I want to go back to the creative process, and we talk with you about the gibberish thing. Is it like in Hebrew or in English? Is like the gibberish more tend to be English wise or Hebrew?
I think more English.
English. So your
Yeah.
basic like tendencies to write in English.
A lot of the time, yeah, I think I'm used to that, but it's I don't know. It keeps changing. A lot of the times I will start in English, and then I will say no, okay, go back to Hebrew, and then I will switch. You know, but it really depends. Like I can start to sense like the vibe of the song, and if I feel like this song is like it can work better in English, then I will stay in English, and if I think okay this song should go in Hebrew, then I will go. And some I have like a few songs that I have them in Hebrew and in English.
So I mean, I wonder about this. How does it, how do you think music wise in English? This is like the basic, like, emotion that comes out of you is in English.
I
I
don't
mean, you
know.
think
It's
about
hard
the
to
music in
say.
Hebrew or in English, basically.
My influences are more in English for sure. So I think that's why. Like if I think of the voice as an instrument, and like the English language is like more round, so it's easier. Like everything sounds better. Um, but I like the challenge of the Hebrew. So
So it's a
I don't know.
challenge for you.
Yeah, of course. Writing is a challenge, I think, but Hebrew is like you need to be very, very precise in what you're saying. So it's a bit harder.
Maybe because you feel more connected to it, or
Yeah, of course. The Hebrew is like, it's like really expressing myself in the best way because it is my native tongue. So, but I feel like there's things I can say in English that I can't say in Hebrew. Like the song that I told you before. Like I think in
yeah.
Hebrew, I just it's too much for me
So it's in
right
Hebrew,
now.
basically. That song. It's in Hebrew.
No, it's in English.
It's in English.
Yeah, which is weird because it's on.
Yeah,
It's
it's
like
in like current
yeah,
affairs in Israel.
yeah.
Okay, so we
But
wrote it in
that's the only way
English.
I could write it. Because I guess I needed this little
Iron Dome, maybe like it's like metaphorically Iron Dome for to not being really in a way like to protect you from it. Maybe English is like protection, like a shield.
I was embarrassed of myself for writing that song, and I felt less embarrassed because it was in English. I think that was like I wrote it, and I was like, this is a lot of time. It happens to me that I wrote a song, and I was like, ugh, like, well, why did I do that? And then I let some people hear it, and then I decided if I like it or not. But I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I need this distance, like that, and the English gives it to me, and the Hebrew it's like more to the stomach, Like,
Okay. Sarah, do you have any questions or?
The test audience you mentioned, that you give it to some people that are basically other musicians or friends and family, or
Friends, not family so much, but more friends that are musicians as well. It could be like two people, not more.
Eh,
My
What
partner and a friend.
what materials did you not publish and why? I mean, you told us about the song that you're still in
A lot.
process. So, why? What's the? How do you decide what to publish and what still need to stay in the cupboard or something, or still being unpublished?
I haven't published a lot of my old songs. Like I think I've written like more than 200 songs in my life, and there's like most of them I didn't release. I don't know, maybe because I never reached the point to like I didn't really record them really nice and felt like this is good enough. So I felt like they were more like part of a process, and then I pick some songs and I work on them, and like the songs need to go to the finish line, and if they like I need to hear it and feel like, okay, this is good, I like it. It doesn't have to be like perfect, but it needs to be really good to my ears, and then I can release it, like, for
To
sure.
reach
And
to some level of
yeah,
preparedness.
I'm really proud of everything I released.
Mhm.
Everything, even like my album was 10 years ago. I still like it, and I'm proud of it because I'm worked so hard on it, and because of that, like, I wanted to reach this certain sound, and maybe I would do things a bit different today, but like I still like it, and this is my goal. I don't want to reach like release things every 2 days, and then just like a year from now, like, wow, why did I release that?
So it's not so. Probably, I'm guessing from this 200 songs, you have some songs that might be good enough, but you didn't have the time or the, I don't know, the.
For sure. This
Yeah.
is why I'm not writing right now. I have too much songs. I need to record them, finish them, and then write some more.
Great. And for the last question, what would you like to be remembered from your work in like 50 or 100 years from now? That's a big question, I know, but
That is a big question. Oh my God.
no, but still, I mean, you create things that might last here for hundreds of years, maybe. Who knows?
I think it's a really nice question. I think what I would like to be remembered is, I don't know if necessarily the music, but my approach to music.
Oh,
Like, I really like the playfulness that I have with music, and I think that I've seen, like, over the years, a lot of people that are really scared of like exploring, and I think like it's all just toys in my eyes, and you should keep exploring and like finding new things, and I don't know, like, to just keep being a kid. And I think I would like to be remembered for this kind of musician that is like, just kept exploring, and like, changing
keep
and
playing.
playing, yeah,
So, yeah, great.
with
Yeah, Saad,
different
do you have to
chords.
ask another one? I'm sorry, I didn't like.
I mean, it was the last question, as you
No, but I mean, maybe we can
mentioned.
give you another. Yeah, but we still have some, if you like to ask like another one.
Mm, how did you pick the name Flora?
Actually, my parents gave it to me. It's my middle name. It's
Okay. So
after
it's not a.
it's my mother's, my grandmother's mother's name from Iraq, and she was called
Oh,
Flora. My full name is Liron Flora Meshulam.
okay,
And
interesting.
that's how. Yeah, I actually really hated this name when I was growing up, because I told someone in my class when I was really young, And then he was like, he told everyone, and everybody laughed at me like for years about this name. And like there's this movie with Flora Falfura,
Yeah.
this, and they sing it to
Actually, you
me,
told me
but
this story.
not
Actually, you told me this
not
story.
in
I
a
know.
good way.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah. So,
So then I
Flora,
picked.
yeah, well, yeah. So Flora, Liron, Meshulam, thanks a lot for participating in this. We really enjoyed having you here, and good luck with your music.
Thank
And
you
let's
for
hope that,
inviting me.
like, yeah, of course, and let's hope that, like, 100 years from now, people like listen to your music and like the way that your approach to music, right? That's what you're aiming for. I really like the song about like
Yes.
the title song that you have, like songs to improve your mood, right? It's a great song, I have to say. So it's like
Yeah.
it's like really you're
Thank
aiming
you.
for the result of the song. So yeah,
Yes, for sure.
yeah. So thanks a
Yes,
lot.
thanks for
Yeah,
participating.
yeah.
Thank you. This song is called "Go Out." It's the last single that I released. You go back to sleep in the same position, and I'm having weird dreams again about giant spiders trying to eat me alive. I am 4 years old looking for my mother. You ask me, do you want to be my best friend? La 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 la. Do you want to go out tonight? Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you want to see the sunrise? La 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 la. Do you want to go out just to go out, 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 just to go out. You're still sleeping, but in a new position. I'm talking to myself. I'm asking, how far should I go to have a little vacation from this mess? I reply, there's no way you can go, but there's a pill that might help. I am 36, still looking for my mother. You ask me, do you wanna be my best friend? La 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 la. Do you wanna go out tonight? Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you wanna see the sunrise? La 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 la. Do you wanna go out just to go out, 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 just to go Do you wanna be my best friend? La 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 la. Do you wanna go out tonight? Whoa, 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 whoa. Do you wanna see the sunrise? La 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 la. Do you wanna go out just to go out, 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 just to go
Thanks a lot. That was amazing. Thanks a lot. That was super nice song.